Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Mini Mogul Monday. I'm Jerry Fetta, and this is
me, Sammy. And what's up?
So we're going to be talking today about some awesome stuff we did over the weekend. And so before we get started, quick introduction. Mini Mogul Monday. Me and Sammy do these once a week. And this is money explained for kids by kids. But Sammy, what did we do this weekend?
Well, this kid made some money.
You did.
Let's
You
see.
got proof? Let's see the evidence.
How much money do I have? Okay, right here is about $500. And
$500.
I'm gonna show you a $100. Oh, that's more cash. Right here, $100. This is my dollar.
So, Sammy, how did you make $500? You're 11 years old. You made more than that because you made some during the week too, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to make more, in fact. So, I used to have a bunch of geek nerd stuff, and I decided to sell them because I'm just not into this junk.
Okay.
So, I gather all of them. Decluge. First, I start selling at school. Then my mom had a brilliant idea. Let's sell it at a geek store. So we went to this place called Retro Rat, and about everything, we gave them pretty much everything. They pretty much almost bought everything.
Yeah.
And they were first saying, we will pay all of this for $400. Like, And I'm like, how much? And my mom says to me, ask about those Pokemon cards. And I ask, how much are the Pokemon cards themselves? And they say $300, and then the rest. And then they say they can raise it up to $500, but that's the highest. And like $500, deal. And then I could have $400 right now, but $500.
So you got 500 now. Let's rewind a bit. So you said you were selling stuff at school. So tell us about how you did that. Like what did you sell? How did you sell it? How did you find people to make money at school?
So number one thing I did, promote. I just went and said, hello, would you like to buy anything here? And like, what? Oh, we have plushies. Oh my. That was the thing that was getting sold. Everyone pretty much went for the plushie. That was the number hit sale thing. I already have I'm going to sell 2 this week, and then I only have 1 left, which is a happy crocodile. It's like...
So plushies, like little stuffed animals. How much did you make just on like toys and plushies at school?
All that, about $41 or more, about that.
Okay, and then 500 at the Retro Rat. And then so one thing that's kind of cool, Sammy's 11, so in business, this is called B2C, business to consumer, and then also B2B, business to business. So you did both of them. So you did business to consumer, you went to school and you found individual people, and you sold stuff to them at what's called retail pricing, right? The most expensive price per unit. If you sold 1 plushie, like imagine like if you sold at the geek store all of the toys, you charge the same rate per toy that you charged at school. That would be really expensive for that store to buy, right? But at a retail with a consumer, you sell one-off items at a time and it's more expensive. Then you took it to the next level. You went to a business. We cold called on a business and went in there and said, hey, we've got a bunch of toys in bulk. We want to do a business deal with you. And then you made a bunch of money on those toys too. And that was a higher volume that you brought in. So you actually did both of those in the same week with one business activity.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
Another thing I have to say about money. So I was searching for my stuff. I have a Mario wallet, okay? So I'm getting rid of this Mario wallet. I'm making sure I have no more money in it. And I look in this pocket, and I find something that feels like cash. I pull it out, lucky $12.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. Like, so that's actually a great example. So one of the things that you'll notice is when you start like promoting and like, telling people about your services and products, one thing I've noticed is you'll have random money show up. Like you didn't realize that it was coming. Like the sales at school you kind of knew about because you were out there creating them. But sometimes you do this enough and you'll have other stuff just start showing up as a result. And so that's kind of like the $12 you found. And another thing too is usually when you clean, I've learned this, when you clean, money shows up too.
Yeah. Also, we're almost forgetting about the facts.
The facts. Okay, so we didn't do this at the beginning. We're going to take a quick commercial break. This segment is sponsored by Random Facts by Sammy. Sammy, take it away.
So, random facts. We're having a new special thing that I might do sometimes. I'm going to do it like sometimes, but sometimes not. So, this dice will decide which fact I will give. I'll have 2 facts. One, interesting, fun, nice. Second one, really stupid and retarded and not really good.
Okay.
If it's an even number, this dice says, good fact. Odd number, really stupid fact.
All right, let's see what we get.
5.
That's an odd number.
Okay, we're going to give you a really stupid fact.
Let's hear it.
Did you know that birds fly?
That was our really stupid fact by Sammy today. But let's appreciate the fact that somewhere in the world, someone just learned something. Congratulations to you, ma'am or sir. Take this knowledge and thrive in life. So back to our segment. So you have what? You've got $500. You've got 41 something from school. You found 12. So what does that put you at? You're at like over 550, like 553 or something.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with this? Like you just got money. What's the next step? What are you going to do?
Okay, again, I'm not promoting. This is my decisions. I'm going to just invest about $450 into gold.
Okay.
The rest of the money, buy gifts for my friend. Maybe buy a teeny few things for myself, but barely. That's literally what got me to the point of decluttering. So,
are you going to buy anything for Bisco?
oh, yes. Yes, I will.
Hi,
This is Biscotti the cat.
This is Biscotti. Biscotti doesn't earn income, so he can't put money in gold and silver yet. So we're working on teaching him that. But he does go to the bathroom in a robot litter box, and he gets fed by robot food. So this is an upgrade for Biscotti in life. So we're going to buy gold. So what made you decide gold, and like what are you going to do with the gold?
Well, I'm just going to save up, and then when I get older, I'm going to use it for, well, basic life materials. Get a job, get a house, and then it will also help me expand, get a bigger house, get a better job, more better stuff.
Yeah. And so maybe you could help me out, right? So you just got paid, like you got a bunch of money for an 11-year-old, like you got a lot. That's like significant. So we have clients and we have people watching that they get paid and they don't buy gold and they don't put it in the sacred account.
Well, because they don't really think of that.
So what would you tell them? Like, how would you get somebody that maybe they're gonna go blow it, or they're gonna go put it in the bank, which is a really bad idea? What would you tell that person about what they should be doing instead, and why they should put it in gold or the sacred account, and maybe help them not make a bad decision?
So why is gold a good decision? Why you should do it? First of all, in earlier videos we have mentioned how money does not grow. Let's say you have $1 right now. You give it it gets passed on that $1. It's been 100 years so far. Now the kid thinks, I'm gonna be super rich. Well, to be honest, about like 100 years, that the money could be a little bit more expensive, but you see, let's say it's 50 years instead. It makes more sense. So the kid tries to buy something. Sorry, that's still $1, but it's been 50 years. No, still $1. So, and then with gold now. Have you ever heard that gold grows even more expensive every year, not every 100 years like $1?
Yeah, so gold goes up in value over time.
So by 50 years, you're going to be a billionaire.
Yeah. Now, do you want to know something crazy? So that $1, let's say 50 years goes by. In 50 years, that $1 probably only buys 20 cents worth.
Wait, it gets cheaper?
Yeah, it actually buys less. You lose that dollar over time. So this is called inflation. It means that money buys less and less every year. So the longer someone holds on to that dollar, the less they're going to be able to do with it in the future. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's kind of like food spoiling. Like if you have food and it's like sitting there and you don't eat it, eventually it's going to go bad and you can't have it, right? The dollar does the same thing.
Basically gold reverse.
Yeah, gold grows and then the dollar kind of spoils and gets less and less. So you're going to do gold, and then what would you tell someone that's like, I don't know, like I've got bills, I'm worried, like how do I keep my bills going and still buy gold or still put money in the sacred account?
Well, first step, work hard. Mm-hmm. Get the sacred account. The first step, just kind of get the sacred account. Put some money in it. 50, because it just continues growing. Now, continue working like you normally would, pay your bills, and then when your secret account is at a really good price, grab some out of it, use it for your bills, keep using it, and it'll keep growing, right? So the first step is to just get the secret account, really.
Yeah.
Of course, okay, maybe you can't put $1,000 in it. If you can't do that, just put some. Even put $1, it's still good.
Better than no dollars.
Yes, better than no dollars.
Okay, so I want to give people some homework. So what you did, like think about like, you know, you had all your toys and plushies and stuff. Let's pretend there's someone watching right now and they have a house full of stuff they don't use anymore. Coach this person on doing what you did so they can go make money on this right now. They've got pictures, movies, books, furniture, like stuff they're not using, they don't love anymore. What should they do?
Well, I think you would already have done this by now. Decluge it. Just find the stuff that you really don't want. Like, oh, I can make money out of this, and soon enough, you're actually going to live a happier life than you did with some stupid junk.
Yeah.
Pow.
So you mentioned that your space is like you've got less stuff. Like, what has that done for you having like less clutter?
Makes me feel more free.
Yeah?
It just makes me feel so much better. It makes me feel more I can put what I really am, not some stupid junk that I'm not really am at all. So if you're feeling really cluttered in or like having a hard time in your house, that one problem might be just because you haven't decluged your room. Ever since I decluged my room, I've been feeling much more free and better.
Yeah. It could also mean your house is haunted.
Yes, it could be.
It could.
Then the
Or
answer is,
both.
that means get out.
So guys, at the point we start talking about haunted houses, it means that we're going to wrap up the show for today. So this has been Mini Mogul Monday with Jerry and Sammy. So if you want to get more material, go to our playlist, check out Mini Moguls. We've got a video every week. Tune in again next week at 4 p.m. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to get, we don't have any, do you have a shirt on for Mini Mogul?
Yep.
We do a Mini Mogul Monday shirt. If you want to get swag and merch like this, Sacred Account Sammy, go to store.jerryfetta.com. You can get hats, shirts, t-shirts, all sorts of things there. We'll see you next week.